Well, hello there. My name is Michael. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to talk to you about some personal experiences in my life, what I've learned from them, what I can take away from them, and what you can learn from them and implement into your life. So, the first thing I want to talk about is my experience with skydiving. It's probably the craziest, most ridiculous, illogical thing you could do is skydive. I would like to see who would disagree with that. But nonetheless, I decided I wanted to go skydiving. And I've always been afraid of heights. I was, as a kid, go up on a ladder in the yard. I would be afraid of the heights and going up on, 10, 15-story buildings, looking over on the balcony. It would just freak me out. I was just so uncomfortable with heights. And I decided to push myself and skydive. I decided I wanted to go skydiving, so I thought it was probably the most extreme thing that you could do in terms of heights, and I really wanted to shock myself and tell myself that I can do something, even though my body may fear it or I may fear it. I really wanted to put myself up to the challenge and follow through with something that I tell myself. So I asked a few people about it, talked to a few friends about skydiving, got a bunch of mixed opinions on, oh, it's great or it's completely crazy. I don't know who even has the nerve to even do that. That's insane. So I decided to continue with the challenge, and I decided to book a ticket because at that point I decided to do it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do it, And then once I bought the ticket, it completely changed. Everything got a lot more real. And at that point, I was already decided to go and do it. This is the real deal now. You bought the ticket. You're taking steps towards it. So I buy the ticket on a Tuesday. And so I bought it on a Tuesday. And right away, I just started getting all these feelings of, oh my gosh, this is crazy. It looks like I'm going to actually do this now. What's it going to be like once I'm up there? What am I going to visualize? How am I going to feel in that moment of jumping out of a plane? And all these thoughts were running through my mind right away after I bought the ticket because it became a lot more real. So I sat on it that night and was just feeling and enduring all those emotions and thoughts. And after that day, after Tuesday, Wednesday came, and I said, well, I need to decide when I'm going to do this. And at that point I decided, well, I need to do it now, like soon, or else the longer I wait, the gnarlier it's going to be, the more emotions, the more thoughts I'm going to have to go through, the longer that it takes. So I told myself, all right, well, I'm going to do it this Friday. So this was on Tuesday. Now Wednesday, I said, I'm going to do it on Friday. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it Friday and get it over with. So Wednesday's here, and I'm like feeling all these emotions of how I'm going to feel and all this stuff. And I'm like, why am I going to put myself through all these thoughts and emotions of what it's going to be like and stuff? Like, there's no need for me to think about this right now. Like, if I really decide to just go and do the jump, then just go and do the jump. Don't think about it. Of course, anyone who's sane is going to say it's ridiculous and you're crazy. Don't jump out of a plane with some random person you just met that day who's done thousands of jumps, but it doesn't matter. You're still jumping out of a plane. Anything could happen. So I decided that I couldn't allow myself to think those thoughts. I couldn't allow myself to go through those emotions because it was just going to cause me to revert back to not doing it. So I decided that I'm going to do it. I don't care if it's illogical or what it is. I decided I'm going to do it. I'm going to go and jump. This is like, there's no reasoning. There's no, oh, let's reason and make it seem like it's okay. Like, you need to be firm with yourself and tell yourself, I decided to do this. I can't be thinking these thoughts. If I think those thoughts of, oh my gosh, this is crazy, what am I going to feel like when I'm up there? I'm going to stay and not want to do the jump. So why am I going to do that? If I want to push myself and challenge myself to jumping out of a plane, I want to accomplish that goal. So I cannot allow the thoughts of why I can't do it come into my head. So Wednesday came and went, and we're a day before Thursday, and I've already been here before. Tuesday and Wednesday was already tough enough, so I already decided in my mind I can't have those thoughts. So, okay, yeah, tomorrow's going to come, but, I can't think about that. I can't think about how crazy it's going to be, whatever, because it's not going to allow me to enjoy the experience. It's going to freak me out. My body's going to freak out. I'm not going to do it. So Friday comes, and I'm like driving up there, and I got music playing. I'm all in the zone. I'm getting fired up. I'm super nervous because today's the day. So I'm driving up there. I'm getting all in the zone, and I'm super nervous. So I'm on the freeway. We get over to the site, and I get out of the car, and we get to the site, check in. There's all these people there that are also skydiving as well. They're kind of just hanging out in like this waiting area at the air site to get on the plane and do the jump. And meanwhile, we have to wait about an hour and a half until it's our turn, because I think it's about 8 people per plane. So we're all hanging out there, and there's other people hanging out there, and I'm like, wow, like there's other people in this. This isn't just me. I'm not the only person that's doing this today. Wow, like it brought me a lot of comfort to know that I'm not alone, that all these people are doing it as well, and they may or may not feel the same way that I do. And that brought me a lot of comfort to know that, hey, I'm not just some loose cannon out here doing some crazy thing that no one does. So we're hanging out there, and I start to get comfortable. And at that point, I'm like, well, I already decided, like, I'm here. This is it. And at that point, all the nerves went away. I was just in peace, just calm, because I knew it was time. And at that point, I decided that I was okay with what was happening. I already decided that I'm going to do it, and I was in the process. I was waiting. I was patient and just calm, because I already decided I'm going to do it. Now it's just time to do it. So whatever I got to do, take me up there, jump out, whatever I got to do, just I'll do it. Let me get it over with, so I get over this obstacle in myself and complete the challenge. So we go up on the plane, we fly over the ocean. It's very beautiful. And then we come back over the land, and it's time for us to start jumping out. So I start inching forward, and I go to jump, and I fall out of the plane and just start falling and looking at the ground, just breathing. And I realized in that moment that it was nothing like I expected. Like, my mind played tricks on me. Like, you're thinking it's going to be some treacherous time, and you're going to be freaking out, and it's going to be the most horrific visual of the ground, and you're going to see the earth, and like you've never seen it before, and it's going to be so freaky. And it wasn't like that at all. I was there, and I was in a moment of bliss. I really stepped into the unknown and pushed my body beyond its limit, and I really enjoyed the experience. It was something like I've never done before. It wasn't anything like I imagined. And when I got done, I was like, wow, like that was it. Like, I actually did that. That was not as bad as what I thought it was going to be, and that makes me question, how many things in our life are we doing that with? How many things are we fearful of, or fearful to step into the unknown, or to challenge ourselves, or to break free from? How many things do we believe are obstacles that we're fearful of doing, or stepping out and taking a new job, or ending a relationship with someone, or talking to someone new? How many things are we fearful of based on how we view life, how we view things, of oh my gosh, like I thought of skydiving as, oh my gosh, that's crazy. When you get up there, it's going to be like this. And you don't know. You're only speculating. So how many things are we doing in our life that we're holding ourselves back from? I think that's something that's important to ask yourself and really think about what you believe you're fearful of and what is it that's fearful to you. Like with the skydiving, it's like I was fearful of jumping out, that moment of being on the plane and being in midair. That from that moment of being safe on the plane, sitting down on the plane, to now being in a free fall in the air, that was the moment for me. That jump was the moment for me that was so massive. Like, oh my gosh, how am I going to feel in that moment? Because that was the biggest thing for me, was that moment itself. Because I knew, okay, once I did the jump, I'm fine. I'm free falling. You know, the guy on my back is the professional. He's going to pull the parachute. I'm going to be okay. But the hardest part for me was that jump. And how hard is that jump really? Because for me, it was just making the decision that I was going to do it. It was really just me making that decision. And what a decision really is to cut from. So it's cutting from me not doing it. So me making the decision to do it is me cutting from all the thoughts and ideas of me not doing it. So in order for me to make that decision, I have to cut from all the other thoughts that I'm having of not doing it or why I shouldn't do it. So think about that in your life, and what thoughts and emotions and ideas do you need to cut from to get to where you want to go? So think about that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll have some more stuff for you very soon. Thank you.